I guess he continues to be
There he is.
unconscious.
Right. The place is dismal, dank, dirty. Um,
Games.
this is probably the least pleasant place you've ever found to be. So, what are you doing? Are you setting up camp to because it's probably not safe to move Arius very far.
I
Absolutely
have
not.
my
Let
tent.
him a sled.
Varg's helping setting up camp. I've been in worse places.
At least I don't have to sleep on the rocks. Again.
At which point my narrator voice comes in. In fact, Varg had not.
I'm having to struggle to stay away from Aris, so I'm going to be on the opposite side of the camp.
Okay.
Nobody knows why.
Okay.
I'm just going to stay on the opposite side of the camp.
All right. There are two doors coming into this chamber. Actually, no, wait. I'm sorry. Just getting back to where I was. Okay. Jolly. As you are moving to the opposite side of the room, find managed to find a secret door going north out of here.
We managed to find a what?
A secret door heading north out of here. Jolly? Anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right, cool. So you find a secret door that heads north out of this chamber where you're at. The chamber is like a very long cross-shaped room. Of course, you know this better because you're just undead and more sensitive to because you're walking away from everyone because everyone else is doddering about doing those things living people do. What do you do upon finding this secret door?
What are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
You're the only one who sees it.
Hey, you're the
Oh.
only one who's seen it. Everyone else is doing camp stuff.
Well, as a rogue, I probably... Okay, I'm gonna check it for traps first. See if I can... So...
It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, then I cautiously and stealthily try and open it.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. Trying. Why is this not opening up? Oh, there we go. Stealth. There we go.
Ooh.
My goodness.
All right, yeah, you are very quietly moving. The hallway proceeds north from here. Oh.
But I don't see anything down the hall. Keeping in mind I have like dark vision and all that.
Right, it just goes on.
Okay, well I'm not going. Okay, so I use my cat's claw and I climb up to the ceiling in this hallway.
Okay.
And stealthily climb down to the end of the hallway and peek around the corners.
All right. So as you go down,
Actually, before I go down there, I find a big rock or something to hold the door open, and then I do
Alright.
that.
as you're going down, you see something out of a nightmare. Um,
Damn.
you see these about 6 foot long beetles trundling down the hallway.
Down the hallway that I just came down, that I'm hanging from the ceiling on.
You're over them.
I'm over them. Okay, so I very stealthily climb back down the
You're-
hallway.
Well, your stealth roll will be persistent until conditions change.
Okay,
So
so
good.
I go back down the hallway to the door, and I close the door, and then I run back to the group and go, "Yo, I found a secret door, and there's giant beetles in there. We need to run."
I'm hoping those beetles can't hear.
I don't know, but I'm
Is the
freaked
door
out.
still open?
I don't.
No, I closed it behind me.
Varg's just like, I don't. Varg's just like, you looks at Trell. No, I don't think they hear. I think insects are more prone to vibrations.
Which is what sound is consisted of.
Well, of course, but like, unlike us, they don't have an olfactory sense.
That's your nose.
Okay. Wrong sense then.
But I have feline agility, and I move with very, very light speed. And I didn't yell until I got back to camp. So I don't know how far away this thing was, but we need to go.
Well, when we came in, we fought giant worms. How are giant beetles any different?
They're 6-foot-long giant beetles.
That is relatively large for beetles, yes.
But if the door is shut, then they shouldn't be able to get through, right?
I don't know. Didn't look. I didn't stop to look and see if they had opposable thumbs.
They're beetles. I doubt they can open doors.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go hide in that tree over there. Y'all do what you want.
I didn't know trees grew in caves.
That Varg's just like, there's a
Well,
tree
it's
here.
about-
Okay, I just saw something from a nightmare. I forgot. Road trees. I'm panicking.
You did. Hang on, I'm gonna reconnect.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
No.
Tina.
Son of a chicken fried bitch. Hang on.
Not just a normal one, but a chicken fry.
Colonel Sanders is rolling.
So does Jolly have like a specific aversion to insects, or?
6-foot-long ones by herself when she is a armored cat who. Yeah, she doesn't like beetles. She's no. No. Nightmares, no. Okay. Bugs.
All right.
Tina.
Yes. Thankfully, now I can hear you. I got on my phone. So anyway, yes, the giant beetles have, I gather, creeped Jolly out quite effectively.
No. Yes, I closed the door behind me. I told them we all need to run, and
And then
yeah.
somehow you hallucinated that there's a tree in this cave.
Yes, because they freaked me out. There's no trees, and I don't know what to do. So now I'm sitting behind everybody and licking my paws because I'm freaked out, and nobody will listen about running, and I'm not leaving without them.
Is there a way to like booby trap the door from our side?
How do you propose to do it?
We need
I don't
materials
know.
for that.
Like,
What way-
can't Skylar move Earth?
What way does the door open? Into us or out towards the hall?
It opens. It's actually on a pivot. It's a good question. It's a pivoting wall.
Oh God.
So if they wanted to, they could just push that thing open.
Told ya. You need to run.
Is there a way to like block that then?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is just an old school role playing thing. Basically, like if you guys have explorers packs, right?
Yes.
Those would have tent stakes or something like it in there. You spike the door so it can't be opened.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Oh, actually, I have a burglar's pack, but yes, okay. I have
Yeah,
pigeons, though.
you got that too.
Okay. I'm not
Dory.
going back over there.
What?
Osmond will go over and put the stake in the ground so that way it's sealed up at least.
Okay. You hear noises from above, Varg. You got that sensitive lupine hearing, so you hear noises.
Varg. Nobody move. Jolly, stop freaking out.
No. These are the voices you're hearing. And
He
then,
seems
like,
to think
a
that's
rock
God.
with some paper wrapped around it drops from the pit where you all jumped down from.
Varg's just gonna cautiously, like, walk over there, like, keeping an eye on that hole. And then he's gonna, like, grab that paper.
Okay, you grab the paper.
And he's gonna like, take it back, look at it, and probably read it to everyone. If it has anything of importance.
Written in crude common is basically the message: if you want Greenskin back, you talk to us.
These were kobolds, right?
Yeah.
And they're the dog-looking ones, not the
Yeah.
scaly ones.
Right. They're the old school dog ones, yeah.
Grummack's alive.
Name your terms.
I think their terms were to talk.
Yeah. The weird dog things want to talk to us if we want to get Grelmack back.
They have lowered a rope ladder.
Is it small or is it like their size or our size?
It's human sized. One of them says in broken common, "No weapons."
Varg's just gonna be like, is gonna just quickly take off his bows and quiver and just give them over to Trell and just say, like, hold on to these for a minute.
I think out of everyone, I would be best to go when it comes to without weapons.
Varg's already climbing up the ladder. Oh, and if I get stabbed or eaten, even if it's hilarious, erase your memories.
Okay. Alright, so you
I'll go up with Varg.
Okay.
'Cause I don't need weapons to defend myself.
Oh yes, that's true too. All right. The most dangerous young woman in the county is climbing up behind you. Hey, so you climb up there. There's about 15 kobolds, and the one that yelled over the side, and he's like, ah, The smart one comes to talk to us. You must be their leader. He's talking to you, Varg.
Varg just
Remember,
like
anything canine is far superior to these guys.
Varg just quickly like gives a look over at Kara. Sorry, forgot the name for a second.
You're fine.
Like in this like this incredulous look, just like, did they just call me smart? And then like looks back and is just like, yes, of course. So what were we talking about in regards to the green skin?
Well, we not mean to attack you. We thought you were others. We thought you were goblins.
You... Okay, he just kind of like fluffs up his chest for a bit and is just like, okay, so Fluffy didn't give that away. That, no goblins.
Was kind of big deal. You basically, Gerbach got startled and shooting started. Much apologize.
Yes. Much apology, much accepted.
Usually human come to our home, kill us, take our stuff.
Well, if we were interested in doing that, we would have done it already. I'm very certain because,
No, we kill many humans.
Right. Well, none in my party, save for this one here, are human, and this human is strictly under rule not to steal from anyone by me, the leader.
Of course, trust you.
Of course. So
I
the
give Varg a funny look as I raise my.
Varg's just like, so Greenskin, can we have him back?
You come with us. Bring weapons, bring everything. Kill us?
We will bring our weapons, but you're not allowed to touch them.
Why we touch your weapons? We talking to you.
Okay. He's got just... So you just want me to come with, or you want me to bring my friends too?
Bring friends.
He turns to the hall. Guys, all clear. Come on up.
It's kind of hard to climb ladders with holding a bunch of weapons.
The kobolds actually, several of them at their speaker's command, scurry down the ladder and start helping you carry stuff up.
Oh, thank you.
So Varg's just gonna help everyone get up, and then just kind of take point in leading while following the kobolds to wherever we go.
Okay, the kobolds lead you a good ways around the old fortress dungeon until finally you get to a pair of secret doors they lead you through, and you come to a fairly nice little kobold lair. It's not much, but it is their home. And you see several wounded kobolds being tended. Kobold puppies are running around playing. Many of them have now stopped to stare at the big people in terror.
Varg's just looking around. nice place.
We welcome you.
I could see if I can help the injured ones.
You absolutely can.
Sweet.
Yes?
Alright, let's see. Should I use my herbalism kit or like? Let's see. There's lesser restoration.
Honestly, I'm not gonna make you roll or mechanically measure helping people in a non-combat situation. This is what you do.
Neat.
You're really good at it, so it's like, why am I okay? Now make sure you roll for blah blah. Who cares?
He mainly treats animals, but these are close enough, so.
Actually, your knowledge of canine anatomy really helps.
Perfect.
These are literally you're learning, and this is something that I think Trell would be interested in. They're literally just kind of evolved dogs. Dogs that evolved into a humanoid shape. So. Alright, so... Oh, by the way, they think Hank is a god.
Yeah, I would say Oslin's extremely close to Hank.
Yeah, they're bringing small offerings to Hank, and Oslin, they're kind of revering you as Hank's priest.
So we got Varg the leader, Hank the god, Oslin the priest, and Trell the healer.
Well, and actually, the worst thing is... Go ahead, Kara, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, Kara, that, like, the human, that, like...
Well, you're the devil.
Not me. I'm a cat. That's
Wait, so we got God and the devil?
Yes.
They call you Jolly the dinner, Candace.
No, I actually, once again, kobolds are not. They're cunning and they're capable of tactics. They're not the brightest bulbs in the drawer. So they're kind of like Jolly. They just kind of look at you. They look at you and Trell, just kind of like, I don't know what happened to these poor dogs. Actually, you get little bits of smells like dog, looks like elf about Trell, so they're confused. But they offer you stew, and Gromek is sitting and rubbing the back of his head.
Hey, Gromek.
I have a question, out of character.
Yes.
We did bring Arius with us, right? We didn't leave him down in the pit?
Yeah, y'all brought him with.
Okay.
He's just slung over someone's shoulder.
No, he's down there still. He's in a tent.
Well, the tent expired. He's Beetlejuice.
he's slung over someone's shoulder. Just passed out.
Gromek is now taking care of him. Daria is sticking close to Kara, because as far as Daria is concerned, kobolds are just pure freaking evil. They come out of the darkness and eat babies.
Trell is trying to point out to her, the puppies running around.
Yes, master, I see. Puppies.
Varg's just like looking. It's just like, okay, so who do I talk to about getting the greenskin back? Or can we just have him back?
You can have him back. Would you help us though?
Sure.
Nasty goblins. They've been attacking us. They want to take our home.
Okay, which direction are these goblins coming from?
He points to the north. North part of complex.
Of course. Right. Okay.
I'll lead you.
Oh, absolutely. That is absolutely fantastic. Before we go, we'll just looks over at looks around for everyone else. Guys, up for goblin killing?
Well, if they're attacking them, then yes. Look at the puppies. Look at them.
Well, yes, but are they gonna fight with us, or are they just sending us to do their battles?
We save Greenskin. Help Knife Ear. He points to Arius. You kill goblins.
Varg just kind of makes a gesture at the kobold while looking at Jolly. It's just like, there, fair trade.
We
Fine,
pay you.
but only because I like you, not them.
Ah, well.
Do we get to bring was it Gormac with us?
Got it.
Gromek is like, no, I'm staying here with Master Arius. It's not that I don't trust them, it's that I don't trust them.
Varg just looks over at
Fair enough.
Varg just looks over at Gromek and says in Orcish, fair point. Okay. Off to kill goblins, I guess.
All right. So, your little kobold guide, who's, as far as you can tell, his name is Cam Cam. So Cam Cam leads you guys through a twisting series of passages. He points out one particular passageway. Don't go down there. Very bad bloodsuckers.
Bloodsuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably giant leeches. Or vampires.
I'm definitely not.
Yeah, I
going
was gonna say
to-
like what?
They fly.
Oh,
Vampire bats.
we're here in the first place because of vampires.
Is there and there's a door there?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way we can mark the door?
Yeah. Cam Cam helps you. You're not exactly sure what the stick he's using was dipped in, but he marks it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So Cam Cam leads you guys to a room. There's about 40 goblins in here.
Oh.
What do you do? What are you doing? From what you can see, the goblins are camped here. Many of them look hungry. There are small goblins, like mothers with babies and whatnot. The goblin warriors look like they have not rested or had a lot of food.
I wonder if we could talk to them.
Varg's just kind of like tapping on it on his temple. It's just like, what would Arius do? What would Arius do? What would Arius do?
Daria goes, insult someone and get slapped across the face?
And get us all attacked.
Oh, and then he would throw fire.
Varg's just like, fair point. You know, these guys look malnourished. If we got into a fight with them, it would not... that we might actually be able to pull through with that, but...
Yeah, but I could also feed them and see if I can get an agreement for them to stop attacking the kobold.
That's another thing I was thinking about, though. We could probably talk to them, or like gain their favor in some way, and see what we could do. Because I mean, yes, as despicable creatures as they are, I can't bring myself to harm something younger than a teenager.
I do have a power that does give nutrients for a full day.
What language do goblins speak?
Goblin?
Goblin.
Does anyone here speak goblin?
Daria actually raises her hand. I do.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Varg, I have a really crazy idea.
What is it?
I could use message towards one of the goblins. And Daria, if you can help me use goblin words, we could probably get them to at least agree to talk before we barge in there and scare them.
All right. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that we mean no harm. We just want to talk about the attacks and just try to come to a peace.
And if all else fails, Ren can always try to use suggestion.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. All right.
Before they do that, is there any
Yes.
place up, like kind of up on the ceiling, or somewhere that I can kind of hide behind and watch from above?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I want to
Yeah,
get
I
up
was kind
there.
of. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Is there like
Just-
a place to move?
Just in
Hank
case
can't
they-
hide very well, but you're a halfling. You can just stand still and not be seen.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about Hank. Like Hank can just be there, but as for Oslin, I want him
All
to be
right,
like.
so Oslin's
no,
disappeared. Jolly's done a ninja vanish.
Okay, I have to be within 120 feet of the target.
But I'm watching from above in case you need anything.
Right, so I might have to, unless they're close enough, I might have to try to get closer.
They're close enough. You could do it.
Okay. Oh man, crap.
What?
I just noticed the target can only be an ally. Would they commit? I mean,
They're not currently
an enemy,
attacking
so I'm
us.
allowing it.
okay.
Okay. Also remember, as your dungeon master, I'm always going to err on the side of what I think is cool, and the rule book can go suck it. So,
Fair enough. Do I have to roll for it or just
No, you just click it.
just click it?
Yep.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
So using Daria's help,
But do you know what goblin to use it on?
He's just picking one.
I'm just picking one and basically saying to your tribe leader, we want to make peace and discuss the attacks. We would like to talk. Simple as that. Daria is gonna whisper it in Goblin, and Varg's just gonna repeat it in Goblin as best he can. It's gonna sound probably really shoddy.
Okay, that's great. You get a message back. It's like, absolutely, we're ready to parley. Your goblin is terrible. I speak common.
Fair enough. He signals to everyone. It's just like, my goblin sucks, but they're ready to parlay. Like we can get out of hiding.
So Charles probably the first one to come forward.
They speak common, by the way.
Well, some of us do, says the goblin, scratching his chin. I'm Tolthus, and
Varg.
you are Varg. He looks you up and down, Trell, and goes, "You're aware you have wolf legs, right?
Pretty sure of that, yeah.
Is this the result of a curse or a natural state for you?"
Oh, it's natural. He just kind of quickly his upper part pops into lupine and then back.
Ah, that is disconcerting.
Varg just kind of gives a side glance at Trell and just makes this like this smile.
I like the legs and tail.
Sure, absolutely.
He does this
So I
weird
see
body
you
motion.
brought a kobold. What do the kobolds want?
They would prefer to no longer be attacked.
Well, he holds up a bloodied kobold arrow. We would prefer to no longer be attacked.
Varg just kind of looks over at the Cam beside him, and then looks back at the goblin and is just like, "Wait, you're being attacked?"
That would be the appearance.
It seems like they're attacking each other.
Looks at Cam and is just like, "You said they're attacking you."
They are. They attack us. And then Tolthus goes, "Only because you attacked us first."
Okay. Varg just kind of like claps his hands together and it's just like, the one time we need someone with some sort of idea on how to solve situations like this. Feuding tribes
Make them use a safe word.
Varg's just like,
Is that your suggestion, Oslin?
Yeah, you just hear that because it's a reoccurring theme. Because the kobolds attacked us first before like identifying what the issue was, so it kind of seems to be their problem.
look,
So yeah, how about a safe word?
I would suggest asking why the attacks happened in the first place.
Varg's actually like looking at Cam.
Cam is like, "We never attacked them. They attacked us."
Varg kind of
like, do what?
Varg looks at Cam and is just like, "And we didn't attack you first, but you attacked us. So is it possible that could have happened with the goblins?"
They thought you were goblins, apparently.
Varg, you have the distinct smell of orc.
Do what?
You smell orcs in this room. It's a faint smell, but you smell orcs.
He kind of like stops for a second. It's just like, are there orcs in here? Or have there been orcs here in the past couple of days?
We haven't seen any, says Tolthus. The smell's coming from that arrow.
Oh.
Varg like points at the arrow in the goblin's hand, says, "Look, can I see that?"
Sure.
He like takes it and just like presses it to his nose as he's sniffing at it. Though our orcs are sly bastards. He's kind of like, I may be wrong, but with the smell coming off this arrow, I actually am going to come to a theory. I believe that's the right word. That an orc fired this arrow, knew it was kobold, and attempted to try to cause a feud between you two.
Filthy orcs. Wait a minute, Tolthus is saying. These kobolds were seen carrying an orc.
Oh, that was our orc.
You have an orc?
Yes, but he's a good orc.
They're good orcs?
Yeah.
Varg, Grelmac is in no way evil. Trust me, I hate orcs just as much, and I actually get along with him. He is a very, very kind soul. As kind as as kind as a.
And very loyal. He pledged his entire life to one of ours.
Well, that's terrifying. All right, so orcs, yeah.
Looks like some orcs are wanting you two to kill each other for some reason.
Varg, orcs are always trying to get more land. They're greedy bastards. I wish there was a better word for them, but I don't have one.
Bast orcs?
All right. So,
Look,
nice.
Varg looks at Trell. Trell, I love you.
Y'all hear a slight purr start reverberating throughout the cave. No idea where it's coming from.
Yes, but there's only one cat in the group, so we know who it's coming from.
But I'm hiding. Nobody knows where I am.
Varg actually stops for a moment. It's like, got the perfect word for what orcs are. And says something in primordial.
No one else speaks primordial.
Exactly.
The goblin shaman goes, that is a good word.
That's funny to me because I watched a video on like what someone thought the primordial language would sound like, and because it's like based around elemental creatures, like they just basically made a lot of weird sounds that the elements would make. So I just pictured Varg like making some sort of like weird sound with his mouth,
grinding or like fire.
More like lightning. Like it probably
like
sounded
crackling?
like he was trying to make a lightning sound or something. It just makes me laugh to think that he just randomly started talking regularly and then made a weird sound. Sorry.
So Cam and Tothus have reached an agreement that the kobolds and the goblins will help one another, and together they will live here in these ruins.
No.
Fantastic. He looks up. Varg looks at Cam, and it's just like, well, that went over quite well. I like to think.
Make sure you guys use a safe word. And Osmond starts walking back towards the door.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
They are terrified. You just like this freaking halfling just appears out of nowhere. Make sure you guys use a safe word.
He pats his leg for Hank to come with him.
I can't go to the bathroom anymore. I'm scared halflings are watching me.
I come bounding using my feline using my feline agility and just bound.
Oh yeah.
Down from the ceiling, bound off the other wall, and just.
All right, so stealing cat and halfling have thoroughly creeped everyone out.
I just went back with him.
Varg actually like looks over and goes like, maybe the safe word could be said in the two different languages in between each other. Like it's the same word, but the kobolds learn it in goblin, and goblins learn it in kobold. So that way,
why don't you teach them the primordial word for safe?
That's
So, do you teach them the safe word in primordial?
Yes. He goes.
Okay. So now, anytime these two diminutive tribes of humanoids meet, they will like shriek this grinding. That's fabulous.
I bet that was enjoyable to watch Varg make that sound.
Hank's all looking at you like a weirdo, like tilting his head from side to side.
Actually, Hank whimpers and tries to put his paws over his ears whenever they make that stupid noise. He's like,
I'm sorry, that just. Have you guys seen that? The video of the. What was it? Is the groundhog screaming?
Oh yeah, that one.
yeah.
It just makes me think of that, but like, not the tampered one.
Yeah.
So Trell is also going to do some like healing and stuff on the goblins.
You do so.
Not as good at it with the kobolds because the anatomy is different.
Yeah, you do a good job though. I'm assuming you're a competent healer in most species. Like elementals are probably beyond your bailiwick, but if it breathes air and drinks water, you're pretty good with it.
I mean, he might be able to help like earth elementals, but otherwise, I don't think anything else.
No, not even there, because even there, earth elementals, while you have an affinity with earth, are really freaking alien. I mean, you just heard Varg going on in like a weird, horrible, harsh tongue that was not meant for fleshy beings to make. And elementals find you equally alien. They're like, the meat talks. Weird.
It's even more jarring when the meat can speak their language.
Oh.
What is that thing flapping around in your mouth?
Okay, so here you are. You have now in the old island fortress, in the old island fortress ruin.
We were looking for a
could
dude,
hear-
weren't we?
Yeah, you were looking for a guy. Do you want the goblins and the kobolds to start searching?
Oh, that'd be nice, actually. And also, Trell asks about the giant beetles that Jolly saw.
We don't go down there.
Ah.
Scary things live down there.
Well, hopefully he's not down there then. I wouldn't know why he would be.
Okay, actually, within about 2 hours, a goblin patrol brings back the very dead body of the man you're looking for.
Oh, damn. That farmer boy is not gonna be happy. How dead is he?
His neck was broken by something with extremely power.
The orcs.
No, orcs would.
I
cut
say,
him off.
what does he smell like?
Death.
There's no smell of orc on him.
I want to go
Are
up and
you going to-
sniff him.
I'm saying we might be able to bring him to like the healer in town and maybe revive him. We should probably at least bring his body back to his brother.
Okay. Jolly.
Yeah, I wanted to sniff him, like investigate and see if I can sniff and smell or see anything.
You sniff him and you smell. You know he's going to come back very soon.
Very soon. Is he a vampire?
He's going to be a zombie.
Oh. Oh, that's bad.
He was
Guys,
killed by a white.
So I know that.
Yeah, you being undead, you can smell your own kind.
Okay. So I slowly start to back away, and the furs on the back of my head and my hair start standing up. And I go, guys, that is not him anymore. That is about to be telling me right now it was killed by a white. Don't ask me how I know. I just know it's about to come back. And I would just continue like backing up, and my eyes like cats do when they're getting agitated.
How do you prevent them from coming back?
You gotta cut off the head. And I slowly start to pull out my short sword.
Daria draws her sword. She's like, which is longer. She's like, here, I'll handle it. Shall I, Master?
I don't see any way around it.
Head severed. She commences cleaning. Are y'all going to search the body?
Now that the head is
Yes.
severed, I would be happy to search the body and see if I find anything.
Better put some
Alright.
gloves on.
Upon searching the body, you do find a strange a letter written in a strange What languages do you read, Jolly?
I read Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
Basically written in a strange language that you don't quite understand. Although,
I do have
Kara,
Yes.
you recognize the language.
Is it the demonic stuff?
It's abyssal, yes.
Yeah. Hey. So I will let them know, ask them to hand it to me, and then I will read it off to them.
Okay, upon reading it, you now know and announce that your merchant target in Hardby, this is evidence against him.
Oh.
You could present this to the Hardby folks and have him arrested. And then you could possibly, if you can extract the information from him, have it sent to Greyhawk, and Mr. Fluffykins can take care of the vampire problem there.
Well, that works out perfectly.
So do we bring his head back or something?
Just the letter will do.
I plan on bringing the body to the brother.
Okay.
We don't have to tell him that we are the ones that cut the head off.
No, we don't have to tell him
Disappointed
that.
work by a guy.
When in doubt, blame the orcs.
Exactly.
Yep, we do know there are orcs.
We found him like this.
We did quite literally
It's
find
not
him
fully
like this,
true.
apart from one
He
part.
was broken when we got here.
He was broken.
Accurate.
He was broken,
Fair
yes.
enough.
He wasn't sliced, though.
All right, so do you all want to leave the fortress? They have constructed a sled for Arya.
They've constructed a what now?
A sled to carry Arya safely the 2 days back to Hardby.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Also, maybe place the body next to Arya's. I don't think he'll care.
No dead thing next to live thing. No
we
dead
can put the head underneath Arius's arm or something like that. Like he's got him in a headlock.
All right, so y'all putting them on the same sled.
Yes.
All right, about 2/3 of the way through the first day, Arius begins. Gromek is looking worried because Arius is kind of spooning with the corpse.
Jolly is more and more creeped out, and she stays farther back from that thing. Nope.
By the way, where is our very depressed horse?
That's a
Eeyore?
good question.
Did we leave him in the town, or did we leave him just
You left
outside
him
of
in
the...
the town.
Okay.
You left him in the town. I'm not going to be that way. Oh yeah, the super old horse.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all make it back to Hardby. You find. Does anybody have a note of the farmer's name?
No.
Can we just call him Farmer Dell?
That's just fine. Okay, you find Dell. He is waiting for you.
So since
Oh.
Trell's the one he talked to the first time, Trell is going to be the one to bring him the body.
Well, he sees the body as y'all are pulling up to the Hardby gates. He's like, "Oh no, no, no!"
Varg's gonna like quickly like remove areas from spooning the corpse because you don't need to see your dead friend in such a compromising position. So
We found him like this.
He kind of hugs you. Arius hugs you tightly and goes, "I like the doggies."
Varg's just gonna like sit up real fast and just be like, sure he does. Okay. I like my
You say you found him like this? Someone cut his head clean off?
We swear he was broken when we found him.
He was dead when we found him. Most likely by orcs.
Land's sakes. Damn orcs. I'm gonna get me a group together and we're gonna go burn out some orcs.
Don't touch any goblins or kobolds down there. They're actually pretty friendly.
He gives you a weird look.
Hey, Varg, tell him the word.
Varg's just gonna be like, if you run into the goblins or the kobolds, just simply say this word, and like just makes that god awful screeching.
The horses whinny, cry, and panic.
Trell runs to calm them down.
Children are running for their parents. Dell makes the sign against the evil eye.
Oslin's just laughing at this point.
But don't you ever do it again, son.
Varg's just like, look, it's the word that you have to say, because the goblins and kobolds will leave you alone. Don't hurt the goblins or kobolds. If you're gonna go for the orcs, go for the orcs. We didn't find any down there.
I won't hurt the goblins or the kobold.
However, we didn't find any orcs down there, though. I don't think it would be very wise to send you on a wild goose chase.
There's an orc settlement up north. We're gonna burn them.
There's a door in there that's marked if you want to go in there and try to clean it out.
They said there's blood-sucking flying
Varg,
things in
looks at Oslin with such a glare. The glare is
Oswald, what is your alignment?
Jolly
I mean-
hisses at him under her breath.
I mean, I'm getting strong chaotic neutral vibes.
Varg just looks right back at the at Farmadell and is just like, do not go into that marked door. Do not.
Jolly's like, very much listen to him. Do not go. No.
Maybe just
Don't
avoid the
open
place altogether and go north to where the orcs are.
Yes, yeah. Do that thing. Like,
Yes, that.
don't even bother with the kobolds or the goblins or the says the special word in primordial for a brief second again, and forget all of that. You're gonna go to the north. You're gonna burn out the orcs. He looks over at Grelmac and it's just like, apologies, Grelmac, no offense, and it's just look.
How do you know it's the right tribe of orcs?
Varg, God. If there are any higher ups, damn, whatever just happened.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt your incredibly racist rant about my people.
I'm not trying to be... Okay. That arrow had a specific scent of orc on it. I can go north with them and smell the tribe. Maybe.
How far north are these? I asked a farmer.
About a day's ride.
And that's too far, because this was 2 days the other way. I don't think they're the same tribe, but I still wouldn't go down there because there's crazy large beetles, something blood-sucking deep, dark down below, and while the
Did you say
kobolds
crazy
and
large beetles?
beetles, whatever. What did I say? Yes.
How,
Crazy large
how
beetles. 6 foot
big?
long, monstrous
Oh.
beetles. I wouldn't that and although the kobolds and the goblins are getting along for now, do you really want to kind of mess with that? Maybe just
True, but
bury your brother and mourn him and leave the revenging to somebody else. Maybe.
Varg just like looks... Well, go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Varg's just going to look at Farmadell and just be like, you know what? Why don't you just put your friend here to rest and then live your life? I'm sure he would have wanted that for you. No need for revenging.
Okay. All right. So the farmer is taking into account the words you've said. When a tall, middle-aged blonde woman with short-cut hair, wearing plate mail armor, approaches the lot of you and says, "Is this Lord Arius?" She points to the unconscious elf.
The one passed out in the cart, yes.
Varg quickly... Varg walks over and quickly picks Arius up, and like holds him against him, and like kind of turns him away from the woman looking at her with a glare, and it's just like, who wants to know? Well, damn it, Troll, why'd you have to say it?
Oh, this is total
I'm
weekend
Monza,
at Bernie's.
captain of the Hardby Guard.
And what would the Hardby Guard want with Arius? He holds him tighter.
He has an appointment.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, shit.
Is one of you his designated legal representation?
Yes, I am. Look, he kind of like... Varg just kind of like quickly looks away and like whispers to himself, "Damn it, Varg, shut up!"
You are. Well, that won't do you much good. Have you been to Hardby before?
I go everywhere. Everything kind of blurs together.
She casts about and lays her eyes on Kara and goes, "Are you in charge of this group, young lady?"
No, we do everything by deciding as a group.
Well, you're going to be entering the domain of the Gynarch of Hardby. So you will be legally responsible for all men.
Okay.
What exactly does that mean?
If we screw up, she gets...
I get very concerned that he's pointing at my friend, and I go stand behind.
Well, she's
Kara.
pointing at
Or
Kara.
she, sorry. I go stand behind Kara and go, why are you picking my friend for this role?
Apologies, miss. Well, she is a human female, and as a human female, she has the most rights of anyone in your group in our city-state.
Cheryl looks a bit offended.
We're sorry, but males are second-class citizens here in Hard.
Varg is just holding Arius. It's just looking at this. It's just like, okay. Well, so she goes to the appointment and Arius is dead?
No, she's just responsible for all your behavior.
Oh. Varg kind of like looks at Kara, almost like he wants to apologize but he hasn't done anything wrong yet.
I will ensure that the behavior of my compatriots here will be respectful during.
Varg just automatically thinks about the way that he talks to people and is just looking at Kara with this gritted teeth look like, oh, you did not just say that.
Gentlemen, I am sorry, but since you are going to an official state function, you will have to register your weapons with us, and we will keep them in a strong box here at the gate.
I am not a gentleman. Do I get to keep my
No,
stuff?
she's not talking to you, John.
Okay, good.
She recognizes your female.
Okay, cool.
Cheryl is just like, people really like taking our weapons, don't they? As he's taking them off.
So Varg's just like, what are we gonna do with Arius?
Is there an inn that we can
feather
rent?
beds. Yes.
Well, we just go rent a room.
Gromack is like, I will
Him and
stay with Lord
him
Harry.
and yep. Let's say him and Gromack and Spoon, and we'll be cool.
I do not spoon with him.
Right. Okay.
Didn't we find you spooning with him?
Yeah, we saw that.
He is a beautiful piece of elf. I will not dirty him that way. I am now uncomfortable. I will go secure lodgings.
I look at Gromack and say thank you for. We appreciate that very much.
Varg's just still holding Arius. I guess I'm a feather bed now.
So is that your nickname?
And of course, I hope all of you are imagining my little murmurings of Arius and Josh's voice, because in my head they're hilarious.
Oh, totally. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, Oslin goes and grabs his hand.
I
Hello,
like
I'm Lord
feather
Arius.
beds. Good lord. Josh is gonna get a kick out of this when we catch him up.
Have you catch him up this time? I wouldn't be able to describe it like you can.
Alright, so you guys are brought inside. Your weapons are checked. Daria looks apologetic. Actually, Daria does something rather clever.
Hmm.
She keeps your weapons trail across her back,
He looks at her
as
approvingly.
well as hers in her belt.
Okay.
I mean, the swords aren't technically necessary because he actually can make them teleport to him, but the the bow he can't.
I know.
Alright, so you guys are inside the a very clean, beautiful city. Greyhawk is messy. Lots and lots and lots of different people from different nations. There's lots of people from different nations here in Hardby, but you can tell the guards keep very, very quiet.
wait, so we secured lodging. We left Arius at the lodging with Gromek.
Yeah, you guys have left Gromek and Arius at the lodging. You have a large suite in an inn in the foreign quarter.
Okay, and this is so it's really quiet here.
Yeah.
I really don't like not being able to hear anything.
By the way, what town are we in again?
Heartbeat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought that's where we were before.
Yeah, you were outside of it.
Oh, okay, we weren't inside yet. I got it.
Winterton is where you stopped for a big thing. All right, so now y'all are kind of free to wander around Hardby until the appointment. So, what trouble are we getting into?
Varg's actually gonna go talk to Daria real quick. So, where did you learn to speak Goblin?
Oh, well, at Ostwerk as a guard captain, basically I
You married a goblin?
No. Gross.
Hey!
No, I just picked it up. There were goblins along the border. I mean, the first word I learned was Briark, which is I surrender.
Okay. So interesting. Okay.
Ruthless.
So, Var, where did you learn Primordial?
Honestly, I read.
How do you write words like that? Daria looks at you incredulously.
So he kind of like just puts out a hand, kind of like I don't know how to describe the gesture, but you know, it's almost like he's trying to do like the hey, that really gay hey thing, but you know, not as gay. I don't know how to describe the gesture. Anyway, he's just like, so a lot of you guys might not believe this, but my dad is actually, well, that's what you call them here, right? Dads, the ones that are the males that help give birth to you, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So my dad is actually very smart. He reads a lot. There's actually a really nice library back at my house in the Feywild. Really pretty. He has books about everything, primarily about this plane. And I, despite my demeanor and how I act, I read a lot. Actually, I like books, and I just so happened to pick up a book about primordials, and it discussed the language, and my dad helped teach me. There you go.
The druids I lived with have a pretty huge library themselves.
Well, you know, I saw it when I first left the Feywild. I actually got the chance to see it. It was really pretty. It's really nice. I wished I could have read a little bit more, but I was really in a big hurry to find you.
All right. So, Oslin, what are you doing?
What is there to do in Hardby?
There are bookshops. There are cafes. There is in fact a rather nice cafe serving halfling delicacies.
So that is where Oslin is going.
Is there a pastry shop?
Is there what?
A pastry shop?
Okay, say it one more time.
A pastry shop.
Pastry shop, yes. There are many pastry shops.
I like how someone else asks before me now.
I can't help it if you got Kara, really addicted and enjoying the pastries.
Okay, so yes, there is a pastry shop. So you are headed there.
As is Ren, with Trell running after him.
Is there a morgue?
Yes.
Okay. I wave at them and say, "See y'all later." I'm gonna go exploring. I'll see y'all later. Not suspiciously at all.
Okay, so Oslin, you have some choices here. They have fine roast pheasants, chickens, etc. Beautiful flatbread. But then they have something especially interesting. They have the cheese.
Yes.
It's luring spring cheese. And it is hallucinogenic to halfling.
Oh,
Well, Oslin's getting some cheese.
This ain't just any
And
cheese.
in the
This
city of Great, and in the city of oh gosh, the capital of Selene as well. So very rare to find it.
this ain't just any cheese. This is the
How much
cheese.
How much cheese is there?
Well, it's 1,000 for a helping. This stuff is rare. I mean, it comes from special blind monks. The milk is taken from catablepises, which are like death cows. They
Ew.
look at you and kill you.
oh.
So blind monks milk them.
Well, I will buy a serving.
Do you have the money for
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You plunk down 1,000 gold pieces, and next thing you know, you are in Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club
Nice.
in the strawberry fields. All right,
Riding on Hank's back.
That's right. Make a Constitution save.
Please roll low. Yes, thank you.
All right. We'll narrate what happens later. So, Jolly, you're off to the morgue.
Yes.
Varg's actually following.
To the morgue.
Yeah, she was very suspicious, and she's also still relatively new to the group. And she's a cat. Varg's a dog. He's very suspicious of this new this new team member who is a feline.
Pretty sure
am
wolves
I
don't have that
aware
rivalry.
that he is following me?
Oh no, like he flat out said, "Hey, I'll come with you, Jolly."
I really kind of need to do cat things by myself.
Well, I've never seen what cat things are. I've seen what human things are, so I'd love to learn what cat things are.
I use a burst of speed and try to run away from him.
Hey, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. All right, so you're running from the dog.
The dog is going to chase after.
All right, good. All right, so Jolly.
Yes.
This is just like a straight athletics roll, so make that, and then Varg, you make a contested athletics roll.
Alright.
So,
Athletics. It's gonna look like I'm the one rolling because I'm the one
That's
with
fine.
the. Oh, he did worse.
Oh man,
That cat has left you in the dust.
I tripped over something. I
It's probably
tripped-
another cat.
Several little children have just like run up to you, and they have started asking you all sorts of questions about being a dog.
Oh man. I was gonna say I trip, roll a few times into a cabbage cart.
My cabbages!
No. So Jolly, you've made it to the morgue.
Try and sneak my way in and see if anybody's there.
Make a stealth check. Okay, you slip in, you sneak your way in, and you see a very tall human woman She's very pale, with lank, thinning, pale blonde hair. She has watery blue eyes, and she's carrying corpses.
Can I stay out of her field of vision?
You are. Your
Okay.
stealth is good.
Okay. I, as quickly and cat-like as I can. This is so weird. As quickly as cat-like as I can, because I can feel the need for sustenance. I reach over for one of the bodies and grab one of the arms, and then try and stealthily come out of the building. And
You're going to remove one of the
hide.
arms?
Yes, I'm removing one of the arms. And
Alright, make another stealth check for this one.
okay.
Ooh.
Alright, you manage with expert precision using your short sword to sever an arm, even cleanly denuding the ball and socket joint.
And I try and hide it in my burglar's pack.
Okay, you stuff it in your pack.
Okay. And then get out of the building and search for a place to hide.
As you're headed out of the building, you hear this strange cracking sound, like almost like a vacuum cleaner.
But obviously that doesn't exist.
My cat senses get perked up, and I go towards the sound stealthily to see what's going on.
The tall woman is putting corpses into a coffin, or a corpse into a coffin-like device, and she pulls some levers, and lights go off, and then what comes out is a horribly shrunken, stunted-looking version of the corpse with glowing yellow eyes.
Oh.
It scurries off to join others of its kind. There are 20 of them in this room.
Okay, I table that in my bank of knowledge, and I get the hell out of there.
I always
search of
can
Bard.
tell when I'm doing well when somebody almost says the F word.
Yes. I came very close. I'm sorry.
No,
but
that's
I go,
fine.
I
That's
go
fine if you
searching
do.
for Varg and the rest of the group.
Well,
because apparently we live in a city of Frankensteins.
well, coincidence, because considering Varg was able to get free of those children and specifically was sniffing for things that had been dead for a long time, not freshly dead things, in case he were to come across something like that. So, he was looking for you. He wasn't that far away.
All right, Varg. Need you to make a perception check.
It's that one. Click it. Oh no.
You follow it. You follow the smell. And you come upon a strange, disused-looking house. You hear sounds inside, shuffling feet, the clack of bones, and the smell of something that's been dead for a very, very long time.
Varg just kind of furrows what is considered a brow on his face and just kind of tilts his head and is kind of the hell is Jolly doing here? Okay. Varg's gonna go knock on the door.
The door opens. A woman, she's pretty enough, probably blonde hair, probably mid-30s, looks you up and down and goes, "May I help you?"
I'm sorry, I'm looking for a cat girl. kind of like me, but cat. Stands on two legs, yay big.
You're looking for tabaxi.
Yes, that's the word. I never remember those words.
Well, Lupine, I'm afraid you have not found your tabaxi companion.
I would appear so. She's not in there anywhere.
Why would you think she was here?
I thought I smelled cat.
I assure you, we have no cats here.
It must. Your house must be in the way of the scent trail. I apologize. Didn't mean to disturb you.
No disturbance.
Can I insight this chick, or at least try to do a perception thing to
make an insight roll? Yes, absolutely.
By the way, these rolls are going to be bad for me tonight, considering these last rolls have not been good. Oh, hello. Nope.
She's not lied to you, but she also doesn't seem to have feelings.
Varg just kind of like tilts his head a little bit and wiggles his
pulse.
He wiggles his nose at her a little bit. Like he's like the wiggling of the nose that just lets you know that you're being sniffed. And he's just like kind of tilted his head a little bit.
Are you smelling cat more?
No. I'm also smelling death, but that's probably roadkill on this something dead over behind the house.
What is your name, dog man?
I am Sparky. My name is Sparky.
Don't lie to me.
Since I was searching for him, have I found him yet? Where I can come up?
Yes, and you sense he is talking to a very ridiculously powerful undead.
Okay. So I go up to him and I go, "Oh, there you are, good boy. Let's. Oh, I am so sorry, ma'am, for my friend who have bothered you. We'll be going now." And I just grab him by the collar and I'm like, "Away from her!" under my breath.
Would you
try and lead us away.
Would you please let him know? All I want is to be left alone.
I will make sure of that, ma'am. Very much so. We will be leaving now. Thank you so much. Come on, let's go.
Varg's hair is like standing on end. He's not growling or anything. He's more like whimpering. He's scared.
See, do you see the submissiveness, ma'am? It very much make sure that he is not bothering.
Make a perception check, Jolly.
Okay.
Even with that lower perception check, you know you are standing in the presence of a lich.
Figured it was a lich.
And I'll just ever so slightly back away and pull him with me, and we run. We are going to run. Run now.
She closes the door and locks it.
Okay, so we get away from her and around corner.
Okay.
And I shove Varg right back against the wall and go, "What were you thinking?"
Varg just kind of like looks. Can you do a perception check and smell that arm in her bag?
You don't need to. Actually, it's impossible because everything in this neighborhood smells like dead.
Varg's just like, I was looking for you. And
why would you think I was in there?
Because it smelled of death.
What makes you think I smell like death?
Because you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. But we need to find everybody else because there's something else going on here.
At this moment, Oslin comes riding by on Hank with no clothes on.
Arms all spread out wide.
Yes! I'm free!
Oh no.
I feel the
I don't know if anyone knows the look I'm going to try to describe, but you know that look where it's like you don't really approve of something you see, but you're somewhat not this, but you're also somewhat like, did I seriously just see that? One of those kinds of looks. Like Varg has that look, and he just follows Osland as like with the glance. The glance follows Osland as he rides by, and Varg is just like, okay, whatever you do with your dog is on your own terms, but fine. What? I'm not the only one that saw that, right, Jolly?
No, you did not. What the hell was that?
Would Oslin had that it was Varg and Jolly?
Yeah, probably. If you want to stop and...
He's making another loop around.
Varg just kind of like stops in his tracks from following and just like puts a paw over his eyes and just like looks up at the sky, just like, nope, why not?
The door on the Lich's house opens, and she looks out and goes, "What is going on today?"
What does she look like?
She just looks like a pretty blonde lady, but you can see what she really looks like. She's a mummified corpse with glowing red eyes.
Oslin is like, "Rah! Rah!"
Oh God. Excuse my friends, ma'am. They have unfortunately partaken of some of some delicacies that have affected them.
You don't know that.
Oh, I don't know that crap.
Yes.
I thought she was making it up, honestly.
I guess I could have.
Okay. Yeah, if you're making shit up, go for it.
Yeah.
As Oslin's riding off,
I mean,
because
like,
the dead's here.
I don't know what they've partaken, but clearly, ma'am, they have been imbibed with something. If you'll just go back into your...
just leave my neighborhood, and I'm really trying to read a book.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Guys, Varg, grab him.
Varg, Varg's just like, I do not grab naked males.
Fine, I'll grab him.
Oslin's already starting to ride away. It's all crazy,
I
crazy
start
mummified
chasing.
red-eyed lady.
I go chase after them.
As you're chasing after them, the town guards throw a net over Oslin and Hank.
Oh God.
Oh.
Meanwhile, at the pastry shop,
This is not going to end well.
they have some of the best pastries. Hardbee peach tarts are not to be missed. They are delicious. They have spices from the Medio jungle in them, just beautiful cinnamon and vanilla notes. Rin is just stuffing himself.
Stuffing and hoarding, and Trell is paying for it.
You're probably, by the end of his spree, you have two things. One, it's cost you almost 100 gold pieces. Two, you wonder if Rin could actually turn into a small beach ball. Kara, these are really primo pastries. The crust is folded and buttery and just absolutely light and delicious. So.
I really do wish that we would have had something like this at the monastery. It would have made things go a lot better.
things go better.
Well, I really do enjoy these. I feel better.
So
At
you
this
never had
moment-
these before.
But I've had other
Go ahead.
patients.
At this point, Captain Marta comes in. Ms. Kara of Celine.
Yes. Hello, Captain.
It seems that one of your party has been arrested.
We just
Oh,
got
no.
here. I bet it was Oslin.
Is that the halfling?
Yeah.
He keeps screaming something about being the king of the fairy realm. I'm not exactly sure why.
As far as I'm aware, he's never been to the Feywild.
I'm not even going to pretend that's a thing.
May I see him?
Yes, you absolutely may. You may also pay his fine.
Wait, some people don't believe the Feywild exists?
Yeah. Remember, this is a medieval world. I mean, if you've never been there, I ain't never seen it. Doesn't exist. You know, that kind of thought pattern is
Oh.
pretty... Yeah.
This whole time, I thought people just knew what exactly the Feywild was. Okay. I can play with that now.
No.
I can play with that.
Well, no, actually, your assumption everybody knows is perfect because they're just like... They
Yeah.
just think you're crazy. That's why people react to you the way they do.
That's what I love about playing Varg. He grows with me. So things that I don't know, he doesn't know, and vice versa. So it's fantastic.
Alright, so anyway, Oslin is, thankfully there was no property damage, but it is a 500 gold piece, fine for indecent exposure.
Were they able to retrieve his belongings when he was arrested?
He had no belongings with him, ma'am.
Okay.
He was bearing it all.
Sorry, I'm laughing so hard. All right. So I looked through my available coin. And you said it was how much? 500 gold pieces?
500, yes.
Well, I don't have quite that much available.
Well, I'm afraid then he will languish in the prison tower until such time as his bail becomes available.
All right.
Do I know where he is?
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys followed
Yeah,
the prison tower.
I'm pretty much picturing Varg and Jolly just standing there they tried to talk them out of it, but, just ended up going there.
Terrell, did you come along with?
He is like attempting to roll Ren over there currently.
Give me more.
So I'll look at Varg and Jolly and be like, it asks them, do you know what happened?
Varg just looks over and just says, I would have howled the moon was so bright.
Basically the building, if you'll give me a moment to set the scene, the building you arrive at, the prison tower, is a big, dark, stone, octagonal tower. There are cells below it. That's where Oslin's being kept. There are offices. And in the main part of the tower, there is a rather hideous array of torture devices for criminals.
I I just look over at Kara and say, I have no idea what happened. All I know is I never want to see it again.
Varg's just like, yes, like I said, I would have howled.
I don't have enough coin to pay his fine to get him out. And
Gold.
without knowing where his belongings are, I am not able to use his own money to bail him out of jail.
So, Varg says, I have 356 gold pieces in my pouch, which is on Car's back. He's gonna look over at the I guess the warden or whoever is over this. Just like, do you mind the bailiff, and it's just like, do you mind if I summon a giant alligator with my belongings on it?
She looks at you funny and goes, if you're summoning anything, unauthorized use, you'll need to fill out forms to authorize the use of magic within city limits.
Looks over. Do we know how much gold Oslin had on him in his belongings?
I don't know. Is Hank in jail with him? Just out of curiosity.
No. Hank is in fact being petted by some of the guards. They're calling him a very good boy.
Is Oslin covered up in a blanket or anything?
He's naked.
No, I'm shaking the cell doors. Let me out of here!
Varg's gonna walk over to the cell door, looking up at the ceiling, and is just gonna be like, Oslin, do you know how much gold you had on your person before you lost what was on your person?
I mean, is Oslin still...
Are you coherent?
You're down. You're down now.
I mean, I have 156 gold left.
Being mildly beaten by the guards will bring you to your senses.
You said 150?
156.
56.
Okay. Well, I have 191. I
have no gold.
Cheese.
Okay.
More cheese.
Varg's just gonna be like.
No more cheese.
Varg just kind of like steps away and like looks at Kara and Jolly, and it's just like, so I'm gonna use my nose. I'm gonna go sniff out his belongings and get them back before someone probably gets a right mind to steal them. I will be back, and then we will discuss getting him out of jail. Until then, keep him there because we don't need him doing whatever that was. And someone get him a blanket. I do not want to be watching that halfling manhood.
The bailiff says, we'll be happy to provide the prisoner a blanket for 1 week for 20 gold pieces.
I don't need no stinking blanket.
I look over at Oslin.
Then I hope you get chilblains on your arse, you little halfling.
What were you saying, Kara?
Go ahead, Kara. Sorry.
I look over at Oslin and I ask him, do you know where your stuff is? What to?
I mean, I don't think he would know. So he would probably he would just like shrug with his hands up by his shoulders, like palms up, like, meh.
Okay.
Take Hank with you. He could probably find it faster.
Alright, so I look over it. Just be like, alright, yeah, take Hank with you. I'll stay here for a minute.
Is there a cup in the cell with him?
Yeah.
He starts rattling it across the bars.
I'll walk over it and snatch it out of his.
The bailiff comes over in response and just throws like a massive amount of of very cold water all over you.
While he's throwing
Var-
the
Var-
She is not. By the way, all the guards here are women.
Oh,
Varg just
Well-
turns around and looks at Oslin and is just like, "Oh, well, the halfling turned into a turtle."
That's not very nice.
Yeah, and neither is seeing you like this. I will go get your belongings with Hank.
While the guard
Alright.
is throwing water on him, though, can I see if she's got the her keys and stuff on her?
No, she does not.
Stuff. Okay. Okay.
Varg's gonna probably look for Trell while he's on his way looking for.
Trell is just still rolling Ren while the little dragon has seen yet another bakery and is attempting to crawl that way. So it's kind of like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back thing going on.
Yeah, I picture Rin getting the "let me go there. Oh my god, I need more."
While his mouth is still full of the previous
Ren's
pastries.
trying to, wrestle away from it and go back to the shop.
To different bakeries. There's all kinds of bakeries.
Exactly. Like every bakery they pass, he just tries to crawl to it.
All right, so Varg,
Yes.
make a perception check
Oh,
with
dear.
advantage. You're a damn ranger. You can do this.
Ooh.
All right, so you make it to a very nice house. Two rather beefy gentlemen are standing outside.
I was sniffing for his clothes, right?
Yeah.
Varg's gonna make a very dark comment about why the halfling was naked. So he's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm looking for clothes that were left here."
Weren't any clothes left here.
Very small guy, probably riding a four-legged dog.
They
The
look
dog you
up
have
and
with?
down. They look at the dog.
Yeah, this dog in particular, yes.
Ain't seen nothing. Ain't seen nothing like that. One of them says a strange word, series of strange words, in a language you don't understand.
Can I insight?
You don't. You can, but it's not going to tell you anything.
Ah, damn.
I mean, if they're not lying to you, they're just speaking a language you don't get.
Sorry.
Maybe an intelligence check, or intelligence, or possibly Arcana.
Intelligence, yeah, like Varg's gonna have that.
Well, I don't know. I'm just letting you know what you can do.
Your intelligence and arcana are about the same.
We'll just do Arcana because it is under intelligence. I mean, it kind of,
Okay.
yeah, kind of works. Damn.
They're speaking thieves' cant. Not that you know thieves' cant.
I don't know it,
Only
but I
knew somebody who spoke thieves' cant.
I don't think we know anybody who speaks that. Except maybe
Rogue.
Jolly.
So I know it's thieves can't, but I don't know how to speak the language itself.
No, you're not a thief.
Right. But I know of the language's existence. Is that
Yes.
okay?
And that probably also means they're thieves.
So I could just be like, okay, so I'm gonna go under the assumption that since I can smell things very well, I'm going to assume you found the clothes just lying around. Just recently. Probably the size of a very small man.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Right. I'll be back. He's gonna walk back to the jail cell, still keeping an eye out for Trail too.
Okay, you do meet up with Trell.
Eventually.
And by the way, Trell, by now, Rin is probably curled up on your shoulders, sleeping it off.
Either that or he's just like holding the beach ball sized dragon.
That works too.
Okay. So so he's gonna still be the size of a beach ball.
Yeah.
Okay, Varg's gonna be, hey, oh my, what happened to Rin?
Ren is like, don't judge me.
I'm gonna judge you very heavily, you small reptile. Gee, what? Looks at Trell. Why would you let him get like this?
He gets like this.
Why would you let him get this big? He is going to die from something.
He's a dragon. He'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Dragons indulge. That's what they do.
so Oslin's in trouble. We don't know what happened. He decided to become nude and ride Hank and do some sort of, I don't know, some sort of parade through the city in all of his halfling glory. His clothes were stolen by some thieves over there. I'm trying to be a diplomat about this, and I'm gonna go back to get Jolly because I think she could speak the language they're speaking. I'm probably being racist by assuming that, but
If I were you, I would get him out of jail and then throw him at the guys and see what he says to him.
see, that's the thing. We can't get him out of jail. I only have 356 gold pieces. Everyone else has like just a little over 150. We were trying to combine it all together.
Oh, well, I can help.
That's where I was getting at. Case in point, long story short, we need to get the money to get him out. But we also need to get his things back because, obviously, he needs his things back. And he is...
Well, he did this to himself, so I do suggest him trying to get his
Trell,
own...
I don't like seeing the moon during the day, okay? Can we just get him out and get his stuff so he can put some clothes on?
I might be able to possibly grow him leaf-like clothes temporarily.
As long as he doesn't hit a breeze just right, fine.
So, of course, Trell, while holding Ren, kind of like one of those ball and chains, just kind of walks to where Oslin is.
Alright, you go to the imposing torture tower. And Oslin, what are you doing right now as they're walking in? What are you doing? It's been about an hour. Hello?
Oslin.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted by accident. He's
Okay.
pacing the door like a wild animal, like staring at the guards.
I just picture him doing that weird bow-legged, holding his arms out as if he's trying to flex upside down or something.
Crab walking across the door.
Pretty much.
Alright, so they slide in a fairly nice little meal of porridge and dark bread to you, Oslin.
Is it safe?
The guard looks at it and goes, "If we were going to kill you, we have a remarkable number of devices that would make it last and be exquisitely awful. So yeah, I'd say it's safe."
He'll eat it.
It's good. It's actually the best jail food you've ever had.
We. I mean, under the assumption you've been in jail before.
He has
I
the
think this is the
behavior of a
first time
bard.
he's been in jail, so
No, I know.
That we know.
it's not his fault. It's the cheese.
That's right. He didn't pick this life. Anyway.
The cheese picked him.
Oswald's younger days as a cheese dealer.
Right.
You don't choose the cheese chooses you.
That's right. Oh my god. Now I want to do Breaking Bad, the Shire edition. Frodo, what have you done? We keep making the cheese, Sam, until I say we're done. Alright, okay. So,
Precious. Hi, precious.
so anyway, yeah, y'all are, Carol, what are you doing while Oslin is being fed?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just standing there, kind of waiting.
Alright, and Jolly, how do you feel about being in a place that your people in your profession tend to want to avoid as much as possible?
My hair is raised on the back. My eyes are all like thinly, focused, and I'm like darting back and forth, they're darting back and forth, looking at everything, trying to keep everything in, and my feet are doing that slight little nervous prancing in one spot thing because I'm feeling very antsy, and I have pulled out my ball of yarn out of my bag and am mindlessly twitching and playing with it to keep myself from running away.
Okay.
Very much
Nice.
do not like being here.
Okay.
Plus, I'm still trying to think about what happened earlier and how I'm going to tell them all of this when, I don't trust the people that were around right now.
Alrighty, so the next question for you, Jolly.
Yes.
Can you make a Constitution roll, because you mentioned earlier you have a rumbly in your tumbly that only hands can satisfy.
Oh no! No!
My stomach was
You
making
said
the
saving
rumblies.
throw, right?
That only
I
has-
didn't hear.
No, I just said a Constitution roll.
Okay. I have a problem.
You have a problem. You really want the arm in your backpack.
Oh, no.
Okay, without telling anybody why or what's going on, I run out of the jail area and just frantically searching for some place to
Make a stealth roll at disadvantage.
How do I do that with disadvantage?
Just hit the stealth thing, and then you'll get 2 numbers. You have to take the worst one. Alright, you run, you get behind some bushes, you begin eating the arm.
Okay. But
Marta, the captain of the guard, stares at you wide-eyed. You're under arrest.
That's it. I'm leaving you guys.
no. As she's saying that I'm under arrest, I look up at her and I go, I got this from my friend at the morgue. Very seriously, trying to...
Okay, do you have deception?
I don't have deception, I have charisma.
Alright, you make a straight charisma roll, no proficiency bonus.
Oh.
Oh,
She draws her sword very calmly and says, put your weapons and the arm on the ground and step away from
I
them.
used feline agility to move out to run away.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Holy
feline
shit! Okay.
Oh,
All right.
And
So
cunning
now it's
action to
very
hide.
good. Okay. So make your stealth. You're being looked for, so stealth with disadvantage. Hope it goes better this time. Okay. That's good. That's good. You tied it. Now make an athletics check. Okay. All
Should I
right.
leave her in stunned silence?
Well, actually, she's raising the alarm.
Oh god.
Wanted posters for you are going up within the hour.
Um, whenever the captain comes in and raises the alarm, then I ask her what's going on.
One of your damned friends is eating flesh.
I'm
Sorry, what?
I'm going to take under consideration that around this time Varg and Trell may be entering at this point and
Yes.
overhear that, and Varg just like throwing his hands out in front of him like really?
Charles like, we've been here an hour! And we have two fugitives!
4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours. And one fugitive, the other is a prisoner.
We haven't been here a day.
It's not my fault.
Oh, you are very blamed.
Uh,
And very
Hey,
nude.
Trell.
Okay. Really nude?
I told
Have
you he
you
was
ever
nude.
have you ever had cheese before?
I have cheese plenty of times. What does that have to do with anything?
No, this is cheese.
He's delusional, isn't he?
Can we talk about this after we get you bailed out?
Marta looks at you, Kara, and says, you have until sundown to get your little group of disaster-prone maniacs out of my city. Or I will see you all hanging from gibbets.
I think that would be a very good idea.
Do we still have that appointment?
Oh,
Marta turns to you, Trell, and says, you have no appointments. You will never see anyone in this city. And I swear by St. Cuthbert, if any of you show your face, or any dignitary from the kingdom of Selene comes here, their heads will be put on pikes outside the gate.
Varg's just gonna be like,
Captain, I definitely I do apologize for.
I'm not interested in your apology. Get out of my city. Get that halfling out of there.
What are giblets?
Varg's just gonna walk over and like cover Oslin's mouth and just lead him out with a really big like for all terms and purposes wolfish grin on his face and looking at everyone and just like bye.
Oslin, as you say giblets,
Oh, no.
Captain Marta spins on you, and she's just like, that's 30 lashes before you leave, halfling.
Varg just kind of like lets go of his mouth and just like throws his hands up. I'm done. I tried.
I was just asking a question. What's a giblet? I'm not the one eating flesh or serving rare cheeses to people that maybe shouldn't be getting rare cheese.
You just hear
Or
Varg.
having
Osling.
some mummified death lady standing out on her front porch.
Osling.
Was he there for that?
Yeah, he was there. He rode by in his hallucinogenic state. He saw through her illusion.
Oh, yeah,
He
okay.
was like, ah!
Varg.
So she's the reason why I'm here.
Varg's just kind of like rubbing his temple. Osling, you're making it worse.
Marta's like, get out. Just get them out of here, Kara.
Yeah. So I will take my I'll take my blanket out of my backpack and I will give it to Oslan and say, just come on, go. Just nobody say another word. Just get out the door, please.
Varg's gonna.
All right. So
I'm still on the run.
Varg's actually going to stop Kara. Kara, we have to find Jolly before we leave. We can't just leave her in here.
Yes, but get out of this door
And I need my clothes.
before we get into more trouble.
We can get
You're
you new
wearing a
clothes.
blanket.
Oslin,
I know, but I need clothes still.
Oslin, your clothes have been stolen by thieves who are speaking a language, acting like they're so smug. I came back to get Jolly so we can get your clothes back. So now we have to find Jolly.
Well, just take me to get my clothes back first, and then we'll go find Jolly.
You were ordered to get out of the city on pain of death.
Wasn't it that by sundown, though?
By sundown, which will be in about an hour.
That's all the time I need.
Here, let me try to help with the nudity. He tries to use, like, druidcraft to make him...
Okay, does
like...
anyone want to stop him? Who heard about the fine for unauthorized use of magic within city walls?
Varg's grabbing Trell's hand.
Yeah, well, that's why I handed him a blanket.
Varg grabs Trell's hand. Is just like, Trell, there is a fine for unauthorized magic. A lot of paperwork. We are in the shit right now. Okay, we don't want to go any further or any deeper because just go. We'll just get out the door, find Jolly, get Oslin's clothes back, get out of this city. We have an hour.
All right, and if he doesn't get his clothes back, I will do that outside of the walls.
How about Varg and Hank come with me to get my clothes back?
Okay, that's what I was going to suggest.
And then Trail and Kara go find Jolly, and we'll meet outside the city walls in an hour.
All right, you two, you try not to get into
By the
more
way,
trouble.
what's the fine
we
for
need to
unauthorized
swing by the
magic inside the city walls?
50.
1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, God.
1,000 gold pieces.
You say that, but you don't have any money on you.
Earl and I will also swing by the inn and let Gromek and Daria know, so they can.
Alright, so you're collecting Gromek, Daria, and Arius.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to cut with Hank and Varg
Yeah, and then
and
we'll
Oslin.
Yeah, and then we'll try to find Jolly.
Jolly,
Yes.
where would a seasoned thief like you go in times like this?
Where would I would go to try and find the closest thieves guild.
Which just so happens to probably be where Varg and Oslin are going.
No, you're inside. You're having you're offered a nice glass of wine. They're like, now you, the chief thief there. Her name's Blackleaf. She's like, now you have are you up to date on your dues, Ms. Lockett?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've paid them back in. Oh, what was that first town that we were in?
Greyhawk.
Greyhawk. I paid them in Greyhawk.
Oh, okay. Well, could you pay the 5 gold visiting thief fee?
Visiting thief fee.
See, here's the conundrum that I have with that. Unfortunately, I don't have any gold.
You're temporarily embarrassed. I totally understand.
Yes, unfortunately, because I mean, I could, I do have.
Here you go.
Oh, what?
She gives you a purse of 10 gold pieces.
No.
There you go. And just sign this favor marker here, and if I need you at some point, I will call it in.
Okay. Can I do a insight check to see if I know if she's honorable or if she's doing this to use me?
No. Okay, actually, this is the thing about the Thieves Guild. There is a commandment here. Thou shalt not steal here.
Okay.
You don't steal from guild members, and you don't fuck over guild members.
Okay. Then yes, I will sign up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I go ahead and, of the 5, I go ahead and, as part of the honor, go ahead and hand her the 5 gold. For
Don't worry
that.
about it. Don't worry about it. You keep that. We'll get you together. My goodness, you were eating an arm, and the captain of the guard was like right there.
Yes, but I used my
That's crazy.
wonderful skills, my highly trained skills to get away.
Of course.
Yes, yes.
You know.
But I'm going to need to find my friends, and I believe we're going to have to get out of town. Is there a possibility that you could, assist me in gathering my friends and helping us get out of here?
Done.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, so Oslin, two big beefy guys at the door. Varg, you and Hank are there, either side of a halfling wearing only a blanket.
I look over at Varg. I'm like, are these the guys?
Oslin, I'm telling you, they speak a language that I'm sure only Jolly can speak. That's why I wanted to get her. This is a pointless endeavor.
I come walking behind them. Hi, guys!
Oh, thank God! I was about to undrape him from the blanket and throw him in that one of these guys' faces and run in.
One of the guys looks behind himself at Jolly. They with you, Ms. Lockett?
Yeah, this is a group of my friends that I'm needing to help gather and get out of town. You guys wouldn't happen to know where his stuff is, too, by the way, would you?
Do what?
I was just say you wouldn't happen to know where his stuff is, too, by the way, would you?
Yeah, we'll get his stuff.
Okay,
Sorry for
awesome.
the mix-up, but when you find that much gold and that much equipment just laying around, you don't exactly ask questions.
I mean, that is our that's part of what we do. We are thieves, so.
Varg just
It's
sitting
understandable, but it would be very helpful if we could go ahead and have that back. I appreciate it.
Okay, Oslin, you're treated to a nice cup of tea and your stuff.
Many, many things.
All right, so Kara, Trell, Daria, Gromek, and the unconscious Arius.
Just scouring the town for Jolly.
Well,
You can't find hide nor hair of her, but you went back to the inn, right?
Yeah, because
At
I was
that
gonna
moment,
tell...
the innkeeper's like, "Message for you, Miss Kara."
Oh no. Okay, thank you.
You're instructed to meet at the Riverside Inn outside the town.
Does it have a name?
Yeah, Riverside Inn.
No. Of the person.
No, actually, it says Jolly will be there.
Okay, so I instruct Romek and Daria to take Arius out of the town, so there will not be death. And I look over at Trail and tell him what the message said.
Well, if Jolly will be there, we might as well go.
Well, I wonder, because we haven't been able to find anything from Jolly. I bet that she left a message for us on her way out of town.
Either that or
Daria
she's...
Daria looks back and walks over with a really hastily sketched portrait of Jolly and says, "I think I found Jolly."
They're already
There's
making
a
wanted
reward.
posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We need to go, and we need to go now because of what Jolly did. If we are in town after sunset, we will die a very painful death.
Yes.
Giblets.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go and never come back.
Yeah, nobody...
Actually, okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna cut back to the. One of the big guys at the door is sitting with Yaza. He's like, "No. She said gibbets. Gibbets what they hang fellas from. Gibbets is what comes from inside of birds. You see?"
See, that's what I was wondering. I just asked a question and she's threatening me with lashes.
Well, they don't have a good sense of humor. Most guards don't.
They don't.
Bark seems to be having like, I guess they're inside the guild right now or something. I don't know. So he actually kind of like is giving off like small like laughs or whatever, thinking some of this is funny, but he seems rather uneasy. His hair is standing on end the whole time.
Is this like noticeable that your hair is like?
Well, he is a very fluffy dog. You probably don't notice it all the time. But I don't know. Like,
Though Hank is leaning on you, Varg acting as therapy dog.
Yeah, I was about to say, Oslin walks over and starts petting you. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate all your help.
he just doesn't. He's not a huge fan of thieves and thieves guilds, considering.
Do you say that?
No, he is
Okay.
he's okay. Varg is stupid, but he's not an idiot. He's not going to put him. He's not going to put himself in a position where he's going to say.
You know what? Wait. Honestly, tonight I have to ask because there were some decisions being made. Like, oh wow, y'all are doing. And I mean, I'm sitting here as your GM, like biting my knuckles, going, no, what are you doing? Oh my god.
So, Varg's not going to flat out say the term, this is such a dishonorable practice, stealing from people when you don't need to do it is ridiculous. He's not going to say that to a thieves guild, of all places. Mm-hmm. Like I said, he's stupid, not an idiot.
Especially when they're helping us out.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Right, so you all get smuggled out of the city in the back of a hay cart.
What about our horse?
Your horse is at the stables outside the walls.
Perfect.
You think Eeyore's okay?
So you all are at the Riverside Inn near the stables. Blackleaf bids you adieu, Jolly. She says in Thieves' Cant, now make sure your particular dietary restrictions are respectfully taken care of without being right in front of the city guard.
I say back at Thieves' Cant as well. Unfortunately, I was at the point where if I did not eat something at that moment, I would have expired. So, but in the future, I shall avoid that at all cost.
Also, I will make a note in your file about your particular dietary needs. So, should you be back in Hardby, I'll be definitely ready to help.
Oh, that is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. That way I don't have to go stealing it from somewhere. So, thank you.
All right. Whee! At the Riverside Inn. See, this is why I don't have a story. It's like any other DM would scream and cry. It's like, you didn't do what we were supposed to do. But y'all go nuts, and I love it. So everybody gains a level.
Sweet.
You've reached a milestone. That milestone is like, holy fuck, we are not allowed back in Hardby.
I'm surprised Vargas has not gone question me about my arm eating.
Well, he would have. He would have if he knew that the arm was in your bag and would have been like, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, no. Everyone in Hardby knows that the Tabaxi woman was eating a human arm.
No, when he first got back in contact with her after she went to the morgue and found him at that Lich's house, I was gonna ask if he could smell the arm on her so he could make a comment, be like, "What you gonna do with that?" But
But now I've been eating the arm, so I was just
so
wondering.
He's been looking unnerved since the guild place, since he saw you in the guild place. He has been looking unnerved, not only because he's not a big fan of thieves, but now he also knows that he technically, I don't think that we knew you were a thief in the long run, but you may have made a mention of it or something. I don't know. And he's kind of being mean when he says he assumes that you could speak thieves' cant because you look like you would. And then third, you were eating an arm. A dead arm.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. Does it matter if it's like a live arm or a dead arm?
It isn't. Okay, so...
It doesn't matter.
So Trell...
Okay.
Trell eats, crap. People who deforest, places and, hunters and the likes of that.
For the most part, yeah.
That's not a problem, because normally it's because he freshly kills them and, treats them as the game that they hunt. This is someone ransacking a morgue for an arm. So, he looks uneasy, but he's not going to ask questions because it may be his arm that you try to bite off next.
Okay.
But he does look uneasy.
And yes, we will have a lot of time in the old Riverside Inn to figure things out next time. Wow. This is one of the best sessions I've run in a while. That was great. This almost, actually, like, a couple nights ago, I ran a session for a group where they used, they made a mistake. They found a cave bear. And the cave bear was after them, and they're like, okay, can we make athletics checks to get away? And they basically tricked the bear into charging into a cave full of cultists. And then snuck past the weaponized bear Armageddon that they had set off.
Was this the Wednesday night group?
No, this was the Saturday group that I did.
Oh, so it sounds like something that the Wednesday night.
No, the Wednesday night group, one of them is a hunter, so he tamed a bear, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to put weapons on it. And then everything was fine until he's like, okay, I'm going to feed it human flesh to get used to the taste. Then I'm going to send it after these bandits.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and then
I'm like,
a man-eating bear.
And then they're like trying to kill the bear because the bear obviously is like hungry and angry at this point.
But it had all the armor on it.
Yeah, and everybody's shooting. It's like, why can't we kill it? It's like, you armored the bear. They're like, oh.
Wait, what conclave did I take?
Hunter.
So yeah, no, this was great. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad to be back playing this.
Yeah, you're welcome to. Okay, so apparently I get 3 attacks now.
Yep.
Nice.
At level 5, he gets 2 more attacks. One is from the Hunter Conclave, and one is from just being a ranger.
I thought we were already 5. I thought we were...
Well, he is ranger level 5 because he took a level in wizard.
Yeah, I am in total a level 6 with you guys, but I took 1 in wizard so I could have cantrips, and now I'm 5 on ranger.
Yeah, cantrips and spells, which he never really uses the spells anyway, though.
I used message today.
Nah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it came in real handy.
In a very creative way.
Yeah, I thought so.
It also got me to say the line, I speak common, your goblin is terrible, let's talk.
But, yeah, okay, so... Oh, and at level 5 I get my 2nd level spells, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, so I can use a bonus action and get 3 attacks? If I use Healing Spirit as a bonus action. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, we can just...
Yeah, if Healing Spirit is a bonus action, you attack 3 times.
I'm sorry. I'm just excited because now I can actually do shit during a fight. Anyway. How many attacks did you have?
I have 2 technically, but I have like double.
Right.
I have 2 swords, so
Okay.
one of them. Well, since I have 2 weapon fightings, I technically get 3 attacks.
Okay.
So how do we redo our hit points?
Oh, you just need to roll your hit die. Like so.
All right, I gotta get off here,
Oh man.
but y'all take care. Skylar, I trust you to help them level because you know more about this than I.
Can do.
All right, thank you guys so much for playing. I appreciate you all.
Appreciate you
Thanks for
too. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so